All right, thanks for checking out this video. My name is David Burton. I'm co-founder at FanAngel. This video is about a sneak peek of our Start a Campaign feature. Currently, the platform doesn't allow anyone to start campaigns. So this is new. This is big. Now it allows high schools, youth programs, colleges, anybody to create their own campaign. Currently, the website only allows us to create for specific clients, but this is now going to be for anyone. Very cool. So I want to start here. Starting a campaign, very first thing you have to do is decide who the money goes to. The top two, schools and verified 501c3s, that's important because the site can automatically create tax notifications, tax deduction notification, but only if you're verified. By selecting one of these and finding an existing school or charity, they're automatically verified, and we can send tax receipts to the donators. If you're an individual organization, then you don't qualify, and thank you emails will not include tax information. So let's show a high school type campaign, and what we're going to create here. And just so you know, this is a Julian High. Be verified. The check will go directly to Julian High. It'll go into our 501c3 and then transfer to theirs, and that's how we can allow for tax deductibility. Let's do a campaign that's a Lift-a-Thon. It's fall or about to be fall. Football programs are starting up. Perfect fundraiser for an example of something that is hard to do out there right now. But it's what FanAngel is really powerful. So title, Lift-a-Thon. Let's do Eagles Lift-a-Thon. Just 4 items. How much you're planning on raising, trying to raise. Dates of the campaign, a title, and an image. And you're off to the races. And I, of course, have all these ready to roll. So let's create the campaign. So, campaign has been created. Obviously, we have to do more, but I just want to show you what we're talking here. So here it is. Here it exists. This is a test environment, but if this were our real environment, you could take credit cards. Click on this, go donation page, put amount, a comment, hit donate, and your campaign has already received some funds. Of course, this is pretty bland, and you'll never get an actual donation with just a photo. So let's go ahead and fill that in, make it a real campaign, show you where the power of FanAngel really is. So I'm going to copy paste a few items here so we can get going quickly. I do have a video, and I want to talk about video in just a second because video is important. And one more. All right. So video is super important. Campaigns, fundraising campaigns historically say that they can raise 100% more if they have a video. That, I think, is a little exaggeration for a booster club high school youth program. That may be very true for, say, a Kickstarter where you're trying to raise money for a product you're developing. No doubt there. But this is a very targeted market. You're looking at aunts, uncles, grandparents. They already want to help your program. So the video is super important to create community, to really connect with your donors, but you don't need a Hollywood video. You don't need a high production video like some of those Kickstarter campaigns. Have your students do one. Have your coaches or parents that are handy. And if you just can't, then don't. Don't let this be a showstopper. It's important. You will raise more money. It's awesome, but don't let that stop you. There are other things that are more important. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next page. All right, now I want to update, show you what's changed. All right, now you have content. Now there's a video playing automatically. But we're still not there. So let's go back. My face, my wife, and my name are here. That's just an automatic preset because I'm logged in. I created the campaign. It made me the owner. So now we're on the owner tab. We want to change that. Team, player. By default, these are players and teams that are in our system. we haven't created this team yet. And really, these are for creating campaigns based on a college or a pro team where we get their stats and their data automatically. And so if you create a campaign based on the Denver Broncos touchdowns, all that happens automatically by just creating the owner, creating the campaign. But this is a high school, so we're going to have to put in Julian High School. If we wanted to link to Julian High School's website, we could. I'll put a description, not mandatory, but lifting for the future or something. And this card, let's also add a logo for that. There you go. So now this is the card that would be seen on the page, homepage, potentially. And I want to talk really quickly about roster and schedule before we move on. The roster is super important. Not because you can see your roster and you can see your schedule on our web pages, which is nice, which is very cool, and I'll show you very, very quickly what I mean. So here we have, there's a card, a schedule. This is the New York Red Bulls website or FanAngel page. You have linkable player pages. You can go to their stats. And while that's really cool, it's not, this is a fundraising campaign. What we want to use this for is for you to import from a CSV or enter the data, all your players with their email addresses. And the email addresses are completely private. You don't have to worry about anything there. But once you're at the promote stage of fundraising, you can then create a boilerplate email that goes out to all the people you want to donate, and then send it to your roster. Then all your players get an email, ask them to log in and write their own first couple sentences to their grandparents, their uncles, aunts, friends, share it on Facebook. And then when they do that through the FanAngel engine, it becomes a kind of a sales force, and they send those emails off. It shows that, Johnny Quarterback sent his 10 emails off. It shows that 8 of them were clicked on, 5 of them went to your campaign page, and 3 of them donated. So we have traceability for how successful each one of those athletes did, and that they did their work. And you get real good traceability. The emails themselves, we don't save those. Those are private. We're not trying to create anything. We just give you a tool for following and really promoting your campaign as much as possible. And that's a really, really important best practice. I think uploading a roster and using that promotion is way more important than video. And I just wanted to talk on that very quickly. All right, so now to challenges, and that's the second ingredient in our secret sauce of what makes FanAngel different and what makes Lift-a-Thon possible through our engine. So a Lift-a-Thon is challenging every athlete to lift as much as they can through a couple lifts, and that's what we allow. We allow event or performance-based crowdfunding. Here, I created a challenge. It creates this dummy boilerplate challenge, which is not appropriate for a Lift-a-Thon. We just have to fill in change a few details, and it's when we're ready to go. So target, who's this challenge for? Well, in this case, it's for the player. So quarterback, let's call Johnny Quarterback, is the target of the challenge. Challenge it itself, could be for team wins, could be one or multiple, and in this case we're doing a Lift-a-Thon, so it's every pound. Ultimately, we'll have more in this, and you'll be able to put whatever. It doesn't have to be just from our drop-down list, but we'll have different ones that are standard for the sport. The event name, Lift-a-Thon, and it puts it right there, and it also put it in the pledge area. There's no opponent name, no location. We do have a date for this, so we'll just leave that there. But it's not required if it doesn't make sense. And defaults, how much do we expect someone to donate by default? And this is just what populates in the interface when they go to make the donation. 25 cents per pound. If this person lifts 400 pounds, that would be $100. So we just set up some defaults, and the user can change that as they see fit. So let's save that. There you go, and I want to show that to you real quick. So right away you'll notice that there's this pledge for play added to this page. When you go there, it's got 25 cents for each pound by Johnny Quarterback at the Lift-a-Thon. Person going to leave that comment, make a pledge, and goes on in. So now you have 40 athletes, say. You're not going to want to do that each time. What we will have, don't have it right now, along with this roster, you'll be able to apply this template to everyone. So it would just replace everyone's name immediately and apply that, and you would have your 40 different challenges pre-populated. In this case, I don't have that working yet, but I do have still the template concept where it's created the challenge exactly like before. And now I can just change one value, say for Timmy Tackle. Now you have to do that again 40 times and I'm done. That will be streamlined with roster features in the future. And then when you are done, when the campaign's done, this is where you would enter how much that person succeeded, how many pounds they lifted, and then that's what uses to calculate how much those credit cards will be charged. So that gives you an idea, and we'll show you that that's there. Now you have Timmy Tackle you could choose for. Right, and let's look at rewards and updates really quickly. Rewards, important in some campaigns, not so important in maybe a Lift-a-Thon. Let's but I want to show you some of the features. Football. The idea here is, say everybody you could give away, for the first $500 donations gets a signed football. But we also have other type of reward types. Currently we have top supporter, and we're going to add more. The top supporter concept is the 5 people, in this case, that donated the most during the campaign. And ultimately this could be top 5 people who donated the most during a week. You could add a start and end date. So we're going beyond just the simple rewards, and we'll continue to add more features and innovate in that respect. So I just want to show you that. We're adding a lot of power to FanAngel. It just doesn't exist elsewhere. So there you go. You've got your reward. Refresh that again. Top supporter signed football. Okay, finally, to wrap this up, updates. And like I said, there will be a promote campaign tab. But right now, this would be, during the middle of the campaign, or maybe at the end, you want to notify all the donators or anybody who's just following the campaign. You can follow a campaign without having to donate to it. Homecoming game results. And this, all those people would be, the followers and the donators would both, they'd automatically get an email of this update. And have a link, click back to the news, click back to this page, and be reminded while they're going and looking at the results, reading more, they're reminded that perhaps they forgot to donate, or maybe they need to donate again, or they got to see that status of how far you've gotten. So this is a way to keep bringing them back, keeping this site sticky through updates. And the person who really wants to do it up, then they can put stats and news and keep this site, because you can create player pages and stuff. Really create a living beast that will garner more rewards, more funds. But this is kind of the basic Lift-a-Thon concept generated, and this will be available in August. Plenty of time for fall. Hopefully you're coming back to school in August, and it'll be perfect timing for anyone wanting to do something like a Lift-a-Thon or any of many types of performance-based fundraising. All right, thank you.